Once upon a time, there lived a man named Sundar who was very elderly man who lived with his wife in village. He was very generous. He kept giving money away to villagers. Both his sons were upset that their father had given away all the money to strangers. One fine day, when Sundar was leaving to see the farm, he met his old friend Somaraju.
Hi Sundar, how are you doing? How is your life, my friend?
By God's grace, I am living a good life, Somaraju.
You might say that in your words, but in reality, your situation seems to be much different. I have heard that you barely have enough money to run your family. Do not hesitate. Please ask me for any money if you require it.
I do not need any money as of now. And if I would ever need it, I will ask you.
At that moment, Venkat, another villager, listens to both of them conversing and says this.
Good morning, my friends. How are you doing, Sundar sir? It has been a long time since I will seen you and your wife. My wife had told me to bring some vegetables for your family. I have brought them with me and I shall come and give it to you by today evening.
After listening to what Venkat has said, Somaraju was waiting for Venkat to speak to him. But Venkat kept on talking to Sundar. Somaraju asked him like this.
Venkat, don't you see me? I am also here. Don't you think I will also need some of your vegetables, especially your drumsticks? Please send me your drumsticks. I would need it for my sambar.
You are a man who eats goats and chickens. Why would you care to eat for my drumsticks?
Do you seriously think I eat chicken and goats every single day? If you come to my house by this evening and sell me some drumsticks, I will give you some good ideas to farm your land.
Alright, Somaraju sir, I shall come there. There are very few noble men in this world like you. But why can't you just tell me the secret of farming right now?
I will only tell this to you in the evening. When you come to my house, we shall sit and talk.
After that conversation, Venkat leaves the place and gets back to home. Somaraju looks at Sundar and says this.
So how are your sons? Have they visited you during the festival seasons?
No, my elder son is in the city and he is a banana salesman. And my younger son is stuck in his mother-in-law's house.
What about your daughter? How is she doing?
My daughter is also doing very well. She is right now at her mother-in-law's house. What else does a woman need for this moment?
That is very true, my friend. But there is no greater joy than living with your children and your grandchildren. To watch your grandchildren grow, just like how you saw your children grow, is a privilege.
Sundar nods his head in agreement. That evening, Venkat takes a bag of drumsticks and walks towards Somaraju's house. But he changes his mind and goes to Sundar's house. As soon as he reaches the Sundar's house, he calls them.
Hello sir. Hello madam. I have bring a lot of vegetables for you.
Thank you so much for coming, my friend. Nowadays, it is very hard for me to go and buy vegetables by myself. But isn't it difficult for you to come here all the time?
This is what I initially planned, but my wife had forced me to go and give this drumsticks immediately. Even though I told her I wanted to eat before I go, she still forced me to leave.
After hearing Venkat's voice, Sundar's wife Janaki comes to living room and says this.
Hi Venkat, I had heard the great news that your wife is pregnant.
That is absolutely true, ma'am. And you should be the one to look after my child. We have decided to name my child Bala Sundar if he is a boy and name him Bala Janaki if she is a girl.
Why have you made that decision, Venkat, instead of keeping your grandparents' name?
Because in my life, I have never come across people that are good as you both are. I still remember this way. You both helped me during my struggles at my wedding. It would be a blessing and an honor for me to name my child. You might have forgotten what you have done for me, but I will never forget that.
At that moment, Sundar interrupts Venkat and says this.
Alright, Janaki, enough is spoken today. Why don't you go and cook lunch for us? I want Venkat to eat with us as well.
I am so sorry, sir, but my wife has cooked lunch for me at home.
Forget about it. You can eat that lunch tomorrow. Today you are going to eat with us.
Janaki left inside to cook. Venkat and Sundar were sitting and conversing. After a while, all three of them had lunch together and Janaki packed up a curry in a box and gave it to Venkat and said this.
Please give this back to your wife. She will love this dish.
You are so kind, ma'am. I will always be grateful for you.
Taking the curry box, kept it in a bag, Venkat kept walking back home. Somaraju, who is sitting outside of his house and sees Venkat.
Didn't I tell you to come to my house and give me your drumsticks today evening? But you have gone to Sundar's house.
I did not take any vegetables over there. All I have in my bag is Janaki madam's curry.
So you went all the way to just collect some curry from her?
No, sir. I went to Sundar sir's house to get some money from him as I am facing a lot of financial hurdles as of now. He had told me that you would be giving him money as you had promised him when you spoke yesterday. Since you have told him that would you give him money, he had to told me to ask for that money. Therefore, I ask you to kindly lend me some money and I promise to give you back as soon as I see profits from my farm.
As soon as Somaraju heard what Venkat said, he was absolutely struck and he does not want to give money to this man. He said,
I would be willing to give you money, my friend, but not right now. As according to my astrology, it is not a good day for me to give or lend money at this point. Therefore, I request you to come next month and I shall give you that money later.
Somaraju tries to escape from the situation, but Venkat already knew he would say this. Venkat said this to him.
Why do you have to dance around your answer? If you don't want to give me money, just tell me that you won't give me money. Why do you have to come up with such a silly excuses? You act like you are a very generous man who would like to help everybody. Yet you are the one who is constantly begging people to give them free stuff. You might not know this, but everybody around this village knows that you are a very selfish man that acts like he is a generous man. I know men like you will never change as your character is always this way. It is in our culture for people to give food to anybody that visit their house. Yet you are making me talk to you without giving me anything. I will never see such a disgusting individuals like yourself. Please don't ever talk me to after this.
After hearing that, Somaraju was very upset.
How dare you talk to me so disrespectfully like that? I don't need your vegetables and I don't need to ever see you again.
Of course, I am going to leave. You are such a selfish and intolerable man.
After that, Venkat left from Somaraju's house. Somaraju was not able to sleep at night as he was thinking about what Venkat told him. Somaraju was very jealous of Sundar. It was New Year's celebration. Somaraju and Sundar went around the village and every villager greeted Sundar. But they did not greet Somaraju. This rubbed Somaraju in a very wrong way.
For this festival, my house has done a lot of things grandly. It seems like your grandchildren and your sons have not come back to visit you for this festival as well. I am a man who likes to help people, but I can't give everything that I have.
After listening what Somaraju said, Sundar kept quiet and he felt really sad that his children were not there with him anymore. He then realized that he should have given some money to his children also. But as of now, he doesn't have any money to give them. Thinking all this, Sundar sadly reaches his home. After seeing that, Somaraju was very happy. Sundar reached his home. Janaki offers him food, but he rejects. That day night he sleeps with hunger. Next day morning he wakes up very early and said this to his wife.
Janaki, I have a very pleasant news for you.
Last night you slept without eating anything, but today morning you have woken up briskly.
Yesterday I had a dream. I felt like almost Goddess Lakshmi had poured rains of gold and jewelry on my head. That dream has made me realize something.
You must have slept worrying about the fact that you don't have any money, which is why you probably dreams that you have got a lot of money.
That may be true. I tried to teach morally good things to my children. I could help each and every person in this village, but I couldn't help my own children.
After saying this, Sundar starts to cry. Looking at her husband cry, even Janaki also cries. She says this.
What is meant for us will never leave us, and what is not meant for us will never be with us. The villagers know what kind of a man you are and what you have done for them. First eat something. Let me make you a plate of rice and onions, because you had not eaten anything last night.
Sundar, after eating with his wife, Sundar leaves his house and walks around. At that time, Somaraju comes and talks with Sundar, says this.
What is it, Sundar? Shall we both leave to the farm and look around?
Be patient for a while. Let us first make sure that the cows eat the grass.
After both of them fed all the cows in the farm, Sundar tells Somaraju about the dream that he had last night. Somaraju then jokingly says this to Sundar and laughs at him.
Is that so, Sundar? Even I had this dream. But the only difference between our dream is that I got all this jewelry from the earth itself.
That is so surprising. How come both of us have had the same dream?
Somaraju was absolutely shocked to hear what Sundar says.
Only for the insecure and the weak will they ever dream about Goddess Lakshmi lurking around them. Fine. Let us see which one of us is lucky and blessed by the goddess.
After that conversation, Sundar leaves the place and gets back to home. After few days, Venkat visits Sundar in a bullock cart filled with several vegetables and rice. Calls them.
Sir, Sir, I have reached all the benefit from my farm. I will give you my shares of all the rice bags that I have. And from my wife, she is giving you all the vegetables that she has.
Venkat comes inside Sundar's house and gives them vegetables and rice bags. After seeing this, Sundar asked Venkat,
Why are you doing this for me, Venkat? You could sell all of these items and buy your child a good necklace, or you could buy your wife a diamond ring.
I am not chasing that, sir. I believe I will get that eventually. With blessings of great men like yourself, I will achieve all of that in a few years. By the way, have you heard about what is happening with Somaya? His children are fighting for his property. Apparently, they are fighting so bad that they are threatening to kill Somaraju for those money and property. It looks like Somaya, the man who likes to advise everybody, did not advise his own children.
Sundar becomes very sad and he feels very bad for Somaraju. Venkat looked at Sundar and said this to him.
You might feel bad for him, sir. But I don't, as he's the two-faced lying person. He has poison in his stomach but sweetness in his lips. People who meet him think that he is a great man. But the more they get to know, they realize he is a very selfish man.
Sundar does not respond to what Venkat said. He still feels very bad for what is happening to Somaraju. After a few days, Sundar goes back and he starts working on his farm. As he was digging the land in his farm, all of a sudden, he felt something hard underground. Sundar then thinks like this.
Oh no, I think there is a rock beneath our ground. I don't know if I am strong enough to dig it out.
After a while, Sundar starts digging the ground around the hard rock and he sees a shiny bucket. Sundar looks at the bucket and picks it from the ground. He opens it and sees several gold coins and jewelry in it. But Sundar does not take anything from it. He kept it back there.
I do not think that this pocket of jewelry is for me. I think this is for Somaraju, as he had told me that he had a dream where gold and jewelry were found from the earth. Because I had a dream like almost goddess Lakshmi had poured rains of gold and jewelry on my head. He will have to get this at this time and when he feels like it. Until then, I will not touch this jewelry.
Sundar then walks to Somaraju's house to tell him everything that what had occurred until then.
Somaraju, you had told me that day that you dreamt of having gold from the ground. I think that gold has been in my farm. I think you should go and take it as it is yours.
Somaraju was absolutely shocked to hear what Sundar says. But because of his jealousiness, Somaraju didn't talk even a word. After Sundar left from Somaraju's house, Somaraju immediately went to his farm and started digging. As he kept digging, he eventually found a bucket of gold and jewelry.
Finally, I found a solution to my problem. I can use this to help split property with my children and they would not have to trouble me again.
Somaraju then opens the lid of a bucket and he sees it completely empty with only 3 snakes inside the golden bucket. Somaraju got very angry.
This bloody thief, how dare he cheat me and betray me like this? I will give him a severe punishment for what he had done for me.
Somaraju then picks up the bucket and he walks around Sundar's house. Sundar reached his house and looks at Janaki and says this.
Janaki, today I am very happy because Somaraju had found his luck. It was in my farm where he had found his bucket of gold. I had just asked him to take it. He must have taken it home by now, Janaki.
After listening to what her husband said, Janaki appreciates Sundar for being very honest and generous man. Somaraju becomes very angry and he walks towards Sundar's house. He grabs a ladder and he climbs up the roof to see Sundar and Janaki sleeping peacefully. Looking them sleeping peacefully, Somaraju becomes even more angry. Thinking how can they sleep peacefully, Somaraju then drops the entire packet of gold on Sundar and his wife Janaki. He did not see what had dropped and he runs away. Rather than snakes, the gold coins and gold jewelry will fell into Sundar's house. Sundar wakes up and realizes that he feels very happy to see the golden jewelry.
Did you see this, Janaki? I told you this was the dream that I had. Goddess Lakshmi has blessed us with this jewelry. This is what I prayed for.
Sundar becomes very excited that he has all those jewelry now. He then calls Venkat and his wife and gives jewelry for them. He also gives some clothing and some money to help them to raise their newborn child. He then takes a lot of jewelry, sells it and uses money to send to his children so that they can prosper in their business as well. Sundar realizes that he had done all his fatherly and grandfatherly duties efficiently and he has found inner peace. Meanwhile, Somaraju had just been kicked out of his house because of conflict that he had with his own children. Negative intentions of Somaraju has caused him to have such a terrible life, whereas positive and giving mindset of Sundar has helped him prosper in life.
If you like this story, do like it, share it. For more new stories, please subscribe our New Stories Book English YouTube channel.